Hello. Hello. Happy. Oh my god. Sorry, I am full of sneezes today. So that was. There's a sneeze that's currently stuck in my face and it's not leaving. And this is what hell is. I have found what hell is, and it is having a sneeze stuck in your face that will not leave. I am in, it's not pain, but it's definitely something. I am in discomfort. Save me. Oh my god. It won't come out. It's stuck there, you know? And it feels like it's right in the front of my face. To give a sneeze an eviction notice? I mean, it's not paying rent, so I don't know if I can give it an eviction notice. I don't know. Maybe, does that make it a squatter? Is the sneeze a squatter if it's not paying rent? Oh my god, just sneeze. I fucking wish I could, Ubagi! Fucking bonk. Yay. But hello, I hope everyone has been having a good day.
$5. PUPPYI recommend it.
Yes. PUPPY, puppy. Thank you for the dono. I appreciate it. I did tweet puppy yesterday as well, for those of you who might be vaguely confused as to why that is a thing. That would be the newest membership script read video that went up last night. It was okay, now there's something in my eye as well. This is terrible. Oh my god, I'm being cursed with minor inconvenience. Don't listen to that at work. Okay, if you haven't listened to the new membership script read yet, and you want to, it is not say so. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's not like super spicy, but it's spicier than my usual. It was a submission by one of the Palm crews, because if you are Palm crew, then one of the perks is you're able to submit scripts if you would like to do so. And yeah, someone sent a lovely script that I did yesterday, and yeah, it is less say so than usual. We'll put it that way. I do always copy and paste like like in the description. I put like what this describe of the script ? So it does say spicy. So, please do not make the mistake that some informants have made, and please do not listen to it at work or in public, unless you're okay with people, you know, existing and you existing in people. No, in public with people watching you. Yeah. I didn't notice it when I was on the train. Yeah. Don't listen to it on speaker. Ubagi is incorrect. Do not listen to Ubagi. Do not listen to it on speaker. I mean, the first third of it is fine to play on speaker, you know? The first third to like a half is like cute, right? No, don't put it on the TV while you have dinner with your parents. Honestly, just having me on anything when you're having dinner with your parents is probably a bad idea. Right? Like, don't have me on your phone, don't have me on your computer, don't have me on your TV. Yeah, no, I'm just, you know, I'm not the parent-approved VTuber, I suppose. But yes, hello everybody. I hope everyone's having such a good night. Takes quite a turn halfway in. Yeah. How do you think I felt when I first read that script? I was like, oh, that changed tone abruptly. Doom King! Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. And if you did get hit by one of those, please do make sure to thank our lovely Doom King and welcome on in. I hope you like random script reads and wallpapers. Yeah. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, it is a little different than what I usually do. Like I said, it was a little spicier than I generally do in terms of like content. So I hope it's good anyway. And hello, Stefan. Hello, welcome on in. Son can act out someone who isn't a bot. Yes, I can. I can, in fact, act out someone who's not a bottom, okay? It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. It was even a crowded train. Oh, no! Oh, the girl on your left saw your squirming faces. I'm so sorry. Look, okay, this is what... I put things in the description. I promise I put things in the description. Okay, please read the description before you listen to script reads. Just in general, you know, not even just for me. I think in general, it's definitely safer if you're listening to like ASMR or script reads that you like read the description, right? Cause yeah, well, both of you would assume we can read. Oh, well, I mean, I kind of assumed you could read given that you like collect. I mean, you're supposed to find treasures for me to steal, right? Right. So I kind of figured you guys could read, but if you can't, then I can try to like find pictographs of some sort, right? How do I don't know how I can pictograph that. I'm sure I'll come up with it. It should be fine. Yeah. Just assumed it was sussy. Yeah. Yay. Hello. Welcome. Boo reading. I like reading. Okay. I mean, to be fair, I am myself, but I like reading. I think reading is really fun. I enjoy doing it. It's like one of the things that I spend the most time doing. Now, is that reading educational or cohesive to anything that is good in life? Probably not, but it's fun. And Stefan, thank you for the super. Thank you for the rose. I appreciate it. Yeah. So I like to read sussy stuff. I don't just read sussy stuff. I don't just read sussy stuff. I read other things as well, okay? Do you come across words that you'll never use in your vocabulary? To some extent, sometimes, you know? Sometimes I come across words that I wouldn't say out loud. Both in terms of things that are sus to say out loud, but also things that are like, you know, just very long and snooty sounding, you know? I have a large vocabulary and I know what a lot of words mean, but that doesn't mean I'm going to use them. I'm not like a sophisticated, elegant person. Okay, so like me trying to use words that are longer and have like more interesting inflections and shit. It's not really something that I do unless I'm writing a professional email and I want the person to look stupid because they've pissed me off. Yes. Here's one, periwinkle. Periwinkle's not a sophisticated word. That's just a color. Indubitably is something that is fun to say, though, I will say. Indubitably is a good one. Last 3 Cyan ASMRs. Dog, breathing, hot, crazy, not sussy at all. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not sussy. I'm say so, yes. Why big word when small word can do the trick? Yeah, exactly. Because instead of saying, like, superfluous, you could say, like, really, really unnecessary. You know? Intiminuver, thank you for the 9 months. Thank you for Sooth. Yeah, that's a good one too. Salutations, my good acquaintance. Yeah. Periwinkle is such a name, is it? I've only ever, I think Periwinkle would be a good a good halfling or goblin name, sort of. But I think in the human world, I would assume that it's mostly just like a color. Anti-disestablishmentarianism? Yeah, that's a good one too. Science starts using big words. She's trying to She's trying to ook stupid. Huh? Phantom, are you okay? Phantom, are you okay? Yeah, I'm assuming it's probably supposed to do make you look sorry I had a stroke. No! Oh my god, no. Oh my gosh. I have a friend of a friend who doesn't live in the country anymore. I think he moved to China? I think he moved to China. Anyway, it's a friend of like one of my childhood friends, and which is really funny because my childhood friend used to, even before I knew this person, before I ever met him, my childhood friend would be like, that person did what to you? I know a guy that can make sure that they never walk again. And I was always like, what the fuck? Do you know like the mafia or something? No, they just knew like, like a big wealthy Chinese man. And she would just keep offering me like this services of like offing people or like blackmailing people, and I was just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Anyway, I did eventually meet this particular person before they moved away again, and my grandpa worked at Nintendo looking. Yeah, I always just assumed it was just like her talking out her ass, but no, in fact it was, this person did do things previously. Anyway, but it's really funny because at one point, there's like one of the stories that he really liked to tell was like, he just had a stroke in his 20s, mind you. He had a stroke as he was walking one day, and then, but like, it depends on what kind of Asian you are, but like there's some Asians that like, you know, you don't want to make a scene. You're very like, it also depends on like a class thing. Anyway, he's very like, he wants to just like be chill. He never wants to bother other people. He has like a lot of pride, and so he had a stroke while he was walking. And you know, as you have a stroke, one side of your body generally is not doing the thing, and like you don't function very well. And so he was like, fuck it, and he like fucking dragged himself down the road to a tree and just like sat by the tree and then passed out. He's too cool to react to a stroke. Yeah, he tried to walk off a stroke, which, by the way, one of the stupidest fucking things you can do. If you have a stroke, please do not try to walk off the stroke. Anyway, he was woken up like hours and hours later by a man with his dog who was like, oh my god, are you okay? And he was like, oh yeah, no, I'm fine. And then he went home. And he told his parents, oh, I think I had a stroke. And his mom was like, no, you didn't. You're you're fine. Don't worry about it. It turns out later on when he went to the hospital for another injury that he in fact did have a stroke. But like, if you ever think you're having a stroke, please go to the hospital. Anyway, that was like the first story that I heard when I met this person. And as I was learning this story, it was because me and artist friend moved in together. This was like 7 years ago or something. Anyway, yeah, this was like 7 years ago, before this person moved away. And because he's friends with some of my friends, he came over to give us like a housewarming present, which was just a really big bottle of Baileys that we never drank because both me and artist friend can't have dairy. And he was judging our knife collection in the kitchen, so we did not interact with him at all. He fucking sat in the corner of our kitchen on a chair, pulled out a knife sharpener, and proceeded to sharpen all of our kitchen knives for like 6 hours before leaving. He handed us alcohol, said, I hope your house is nice. Sat in the fucking corner, sharpened knives, and left. That was like the first time I ever met this person. It was like one of the only times I've ever met this person. And I'm like, I don't know if they're real. Like, I know that like they're a person. I met them, but like it's one of those people who I'm just like, I don't understand. I don't understand how you're a person. in. Anyway. Yeah, SCP knife sharpener. Yeah, apparently this wasn't the only time because he did exactly the same thing to another one of our friends who moved in. He did the same thing to extrovert friend when she moved into her current place. Yeah, he just like showed up, sharpened all of her knives, and then left. So, yeah. Anyway, but our knives were kind of dull, probably. I don't know the difference. It's not like I fucking cook. I don't use the knives. I just bought them because we moved somewhere, and artist friend cooks. So, yeah, so I thought that would be a good thing to have, and apparently when you buy knives from a store, you're supposed to sharpen them if you get good ones. Because they don't necessarily come, like, really nice and sharp? Question mark. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if this is true. This is what I've been told. I don't use knives. I don't cook. I don't cook. You low-key judge people if they have dull knives. Maybe you guys would get along. Maybe you guys would get along, because I certainly felt judged even though I, like, said fucking 4 words to this man. Why is he this based? I don't know. I can ask my friend. I can ask the girly whirl who used to offer his services of like murdering people to me. I don't know. I can ask her. I can be like, hey, what's his story other than like having a stroke and trying to walk it off? It takes so much practice to get good at it. He probably just saw it as more practice. Maybe. I don't know. Most people don't realize they need to sharpen their knives or are too lazy. I didn't know. I mean, again, I don't cook. So like, yeah, I didn't know that you needed to sharpen your knives. So that was like one of the first times I even learned that in general. I did also learn that that's why knife sets come with, I thought it was like a scale, you know? And by that, I mean, like, for, like, like in metalworking, how you have, it's essentially a metal sandpaper, question mark. The honer isn't to sharpen? Oh, is that not what that's for? Oh, well. I assumed that that's maybe what it was, so I guess that's not what it is in fact for. I assumed that was what it was for. The thing you drag the blade through? I don't fucking know, man. What the fuck is it for then? You're thinking a file, but it's a hunting rod. I mean, I just kind of assumed it was a file. Like, I thought it was just like for like people who wanted, I don't know, like orange zest or something. But then I assumed after that night that it was a sharpener, but now you guys are telling me that's not a sharpener? It's not for sharpening, it's for keeping the edge straight. What the fuck does that mean? Wait, what is that? What does that mean? What? Excuse you? Why is your knife bent, one? Like, what the hell are you doing with the knife that you need something specifically to keep it straight? What? Gotta keep... Now I'm just assuming that everyone who gets, like, kitchen knives is stabbing people with them, because, like, the only... in my mind, the only thing that's gonna randomly bend a metal knife is, like, you're hitting bone over and over, right? So, like, therefore, then you would need to... Yeah, I know metal bends, but, like, what the fuck are you hitting that bends metal? Because, like, I don't know, I'm thinking, like, you know, you cut chicken breasts or something. That's not very... Right, like that's not super duper like necessary to do things with, question mark, right? Like, what are you all cutting that you need? I don't understand. I don't get it. And I feel like a meat cleaver is very, very different than like a normal kitchen knife, right? Like there's specific things that are meant for that, right? Me cutting rocks with my knife. Okay, that's different. That is carving. That is not what kitchen knives are for. That is not at all what kitchen knives are for. You do have a lot of files and stuff in stonework, though. That's also really fun. Have a good night, Halo. Have a good night. Are knives curve and bend at room? I hate that. I hate that so much. It does bend with cutting meat. What? I'm so confused. There can be bones and stuff like whole chickens. Yeah, just don't get the whole chicken. Just get the chicken breast. Which I know is technically more expensive and also wasteful. But again, I enjoy chicken nuggets. So I'm not exactly, yeah. You know? I'm not Hart, like fucking getting entire chickens or entire fishies and making a thing and then eating the fish head later on. And then maybe that's why I think that all fish are out to get me. I don't know what it is. I think that fish want revenge on me. Fish want revenge on me. I'm near certain. But you know, I feel like it's, even if I could cook, I don't think that that's the kind of cook I would be, you know? I would be there with my chicken breasts and my Caesar salad. Yeah. Fish are on site, better watch your back. Yeah, it's why I don't go in the water. Wouldn't want her, fish fear her. I think it's the other way around. I want women, I fear fish. I'm pretty sure that it's, yeah, I'm pretty sure that I'm the opposite of that hat. The fish do not fear me, the women do not want me, but, you know, it is what it is. We gotta live our life as Yeah. Never use knives on stone, metal, cutting glass boards. They will dull immediately. That makes sense. The very first place that I ever moved out on my own, I did get myself an entire kitchen set because I thought that I was gonna be super cool and adult. And I bought myself like a really nice bamboo cutting board and a bunch of really nice knives, and then I never used them. I ended up giving them to Bro Hart eventually. But then I also learned that if you get like an untreated bamboo cutting board and you cut things like chicken breast onto it, it can like, the grooves can like be perfect bacteria growers ? Unless you like season it properly or something. I don't fucking know, man. I learned that and then I was like, oh, maybe that's why I keep getting food poisoning, and then I gave up. Yeah, Chief Spartan, thank you for the dono. Thank you for the super. So my heart gets a lot of head. You know, that reminded me of a moment that I learned too much about my mother, and now you're going to learn about it too. One time, when I was done university, honestly, as I was going to school to be a teacher, Hart, I lived with them for just my practicum, and Hart was like, oh, I can't wait for you to leave the house again, because once you and your brother moved out, me and your dad got to have so much more sex. And I never wanted to hear that from my mother ever in my life. But you saying that she gets so much head can't scar me more than I've already been scarred by my own mother. Who wanted me out of the house so she could do my dad. Who just says that? Yeah, my mom has no filter either. Can you tell it's genetic? Yeah. So I assume the soundproofing in your place is not that great if that's the case. I mean, our bedrooms as kids, like we had the same house for a hot second. Like most of the time, I mean, we didn't have the same house the whole time. We moved a decent amount, but the house that we had right before like me and my brother grew up and therefore moved out, so the last place that we lived as a family, their bedroom was right across the hallway from both my and my brother's bedrooms. So why did we have to suffer through that? Because I had to suffer through that, and then someone reminded me that I had to suffer through that, okay? Yeah. What are you doing, Mom? Not much, just your dad. God, the fucking thing is though, is it wasn't even like, oh yeah, we're gonna have like hot sex or something, which also would have been vastly uncomfortable. But it was like, oh yeah, so that we can do our like godly and marital duties. What? My wifely duties. I don't care how biblically you put this, Mom. I don't need to know. Why? Yeah. To find godly and marital duties. I don't fucking. She like straight up was ready to quote the Bible. Just be like, yes. God says that you must please your husband or some shit. I don't fucking know, man. I was just like in the car, fucking. We were like half an hour from home. I was like plugging my ears, like la 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 la. And she kept going. She's like, you need to know this. I was like, I don't need to know this. La 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 la. Anyway, God said, bang your wife. Exactly. So, you know, it's fun. Was my dad in the car? He was not. My dad is way more reserved. Hart is the extrovert in the family. There was no escape. There wasn't. I was so like, what the fuck? To the point where like I tried to start a fight instead. I was like, I would rather us yell at each other than have to listen to this. So I started talking about translational theory and how the current modern day Bible is definitely incorrect due to the way that things are translated and different meanings that change even in one modern language to another, let alone over time, because that's what part of my degree was in. And she got really mad. And that's how I escape. Honestly, that's how I escape a lot of uncomfortable conversations with my mother. I bring up translational theory in the Bible. And then she stops talking and it's great. That is my one get out of jail free card. Now I say get out of jail free. It is only free because I don't live with her anymore. Because she would in fact get really mad at me and probably try to ground or hit me if I lived with her, so yeah, next thing you know, Gen Alpha Bible will be like, skibbity skibbity higher Rizzler, and that's Genesis. God said let there be skibbity Rizzlers, ? On the 7th day. I don't fucking know. Things and stuff. How dare you use logic? Right. Dorkiest of these. Hey, it's not that dorky, okay? It's not that dorky. I don't have translational and theoretical text still by my bed at all. I'm not dorky. I've raised the child this way. Gotta deal with it. Nah, man, just... Somehow our parents, for me and Brohart, our parents are both incredibly proud of us and also just like want to facepalm at every single moment because they like regret our existence. On the 7th day, God made it so we can Netflix and chill, no cap. Yeah. Yeah, Asian family classic, yeah, right? It's fine. They can deal with it. I mean... For a long time, Brohart was like, you know, he was the one who asked for stuff and needed stuff, and he was kind of the trouble kid. So, like, I was the favorite, but also, like, the one they didn't need to worry about. So I was kind of, like, the one that, like, got ignored over in the corner, right? I could take care of myself. And then when we grew up, I was the favorite because I was, like, mature and cool, and I got good grades, and, you know, they didn't need to worry about me. It was all a lie. Everything is fake. And so, you know, until recently, I was kind of like the favorite child because, you know, I had a job and I didn't live with my parents and I was independent. Brohart is the favorite again now. Yeah, he was the favorite as the young, like as kids. And then I was the favorite as adults and now he's the favorite again because he has a job that makes him lots of money and I'm an anime girl on the internet. So... so they're a little less proud of me now. But that's fine. That's, you know, it is what it is, right? They know I'm a VTuber. Yeah, they know I'm a VTuber. They know I'm a VTuber. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard not to, right? Like, I do go back and forth between the raccoon world and the human world on a, not a daily basis, but a near daily basis, right? So, they think that it's kind of like a talk show. They think it's like a late night talk show. Yeah, that's what they assume I'm doing. That and video games. And yes, he is indeed single. Bro Hart is indeed single. Has very high standards. Yeah. Has questionably high standards. But yeah, he's a good guy, so you know, I'm sure eventually when he stops looking for a hot 20-year-old, he'll be fine. To be fair, you do a lot of talking. I do a lot of talking, you're right. They haven't watched any streams. No, I would, oh my god, I would be fucking... If my parents watched my streams, I would no longer exist. They would crucify me. My mother would actually crucify me. I would be burned alive, buried, possibly resurrected so that she could kill me again. No. Please remember that my family is very, they are very, Christian conservative. I would, oh my god. I don't even swear around my parents, okay? I sit up straight, I have perfect posture. The way that I talk around my parents is very different than the way I talk around literally every single other person in my life. No. I might be a fully grown adult Tanuki, but I am terrified of my mother. Okay. Yeah. Cyan outing herself as a two-faced Tanuki. Look. My mother has taught me that the scariest people that you will ever meet are small Asian women. Okay? They're fucking scary. I don't... Oh my god. I'm so scared. Do you regard her? Oh, she's mom. She's mom. If I ever called her ma'am, she would probably look at me like I was possessed. So like that's probably not a thing. Small Asian women, yeah, the temper, right. And she has one particular look that like if I'm alone, if it's just me and her, and she gives me this look, I'm like, and I just shut up, you know. But if it's me and the rest of the family, so if it's like me and Bro Hart and Pa Hart, and she makes that look, we mock her instead. Which probably doesn't help our case. But then, you know, Pa Hart's there to save us and act as the wall, so... Instead of being intimidated, he'll return her stare to her, but like in a silly way, like a Mexican death stare. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it's like a side eye with like murderous intent, right? Yeah. So Pa Hart will give it right back to her and be like, "Oh, I'm so angry," and she's just like, and she'll do it again, and he'll be like, "Oh no, they're doing it. They're making me angry," and then she laughs, and then it's safe and it's fine. Yeah. Although sometimes she doesn't laugh, and then it's not safe, and it's not fine, and he gets yelled at. But, you know, he's just like, yep, All right, you should go cool off. Like, Paul Hart's very chill most of the time. I think I've seen him angry like 3 times in my life, so... Bombastic killer side eye for real. Yes, exactly. And like, oh my gosh, yeah, it does be dope. It does be what it does be. It's so funny thinking about that. Is like, I almost wonder sometimes, I'm like, I wonder if he was ever afraid of that look, you know, right? Like when they first got married, or even when they were dating, if she did that look and he saw it, was he afraid of it then? Or would he still try to make her laugh even though she was angry, you know? Is this like a thing that he's accumulated over the many years they've been married? Or has it been that way since the beginning? I'll never know. What up? Delicious. Is it a wild eye look? What's a wild eye look? I don't know. Is it her selection process? I don't know. Maybe. Hart did have a lot of people pursuing her when she was younger. I think I've said before that, I've told you guys before that she still has sometimes people who like will call her every like 5 years or so to be like, hey, have you gotten divorced yet? Which is fucking insane. Yeah. So what you're saying is she's hot. She was hot when she was younger, question mark. I don't know if I would call her hot now. She looks like an Asian mother. She's old now. Teehee. Yeah, no. Ma Hart was like a model and a traditional dancer and an incredible like violinist, and she was like artistic hot girl, you know, right? Except, you know, in the, I don't know, when she was young, the 70s or something, I don't fucking know. Anyway, yeah, she was chased by many a person. And there's still there's one guy left who is just absolutely hung up on her. I don't fucking understand why. Also, like, the commitment, the dedication. My mother is his Kamiyoshi. Anyway, yeah. Misheard you say, incredibly violent. I mean, she could probably be that too if she wanted to. Shut up, I will not shut up. Simping back in the day, right? Insane, crazy. Don't even fucking live on the same continent anymore. He's still in Asia and she's over here in Ragunadia. It's crazy. Jesus, so much generational trauma tonight. I'm sorry. Not sure if offended. What do you mean? I think it's cool, but like also, again, it's a long time, right? That's a long time. That is many years. They have been married for many years. Oh my god, is it still parasocial since he actually knows her? I mean, he hasn't known her for like a long time, you know? A really long time. Right? Like it's... Imagine calling someone you up after all these years, hey, you divorced yet? Yeah, it happens every like 5 or so years. It's kind of crazy. Well, she also hasn't changed her phone number the entire time. My parents have had the same phone number my entire life. No matter where we've moved, they've always made sure they have exactly the same phone number, which is great because it means it's one of 2 phone numbers that I know. I know my parents' and I know my grandma's because neither has changed since I was in 1st grade. Yeah. Asian informants really out here sweating bullets? What do you mean? Why? What's a Kamiyoshi? Like your like Kami is God, Oshi is like your favorite. So, but this is like the god of, you know, this is like the number one. This is like the top person, the person that you love the most sort of idea. Yeah. He's simping for a memory of who he idolized? Yeah, exactly. My mom is very different. Even like from when I was a kid till now, very, very different. But like, let alone probably from like when he knew her to like now. Is just a very, very crazy difference. Because she used to be incredibly fashionable. She like, her closet, she still has stuff from when she came over at first. And there's a lot of like really nice designer shit in there. And it's all tailored and it's all like, it's very nice, very classy, you know? And now she wears, ill-fitting sweaters, and 99% of the time she's in like a sweatsuit bottom of some sort. She has brand name purses. And her skin looks nice because she uses like fucking La Mer and shit. I swear to God, this woman fucking spends more money on her skincare products than I make in a year. So, you know, they are comfy. They're so heckin' comfy. But usually you won't wear like a giant sweater covered in like little pearls and shit with like weird sweatpants that make a swishy movement as you walk around. The Asian mom pipeline, exactly! Exactly! Her pants don't fit me. Her pants don't fit me. My thighs are too big. Ma Hart's the smallest in the family. I say that, but she's the shortest, but she also has the smallest legs. Plus she doesn't have the smallest boobs, and I think that that's not fair. I think that that's not fair. I should get those two at the very least. At the very least! Why? It's stupid. Oh, it's fine. At least I got the thighs. At least I got the genetic fairness be damned. Exactly! It's so stupid. It's fine, you know, it's fine. I've gotten over it. Brohart got the chest genes. I mean, maybe if Brohart was a woman, he'd have the chest genes. That would make sense because he does take more after my dad's side of the family on the top and my mom's side of the family on the bottom. Yeah. So possibly. Maybe if Brohart was a girl, he'd have thin legs and like double G's or something. Yeah. Because the white side of my family all had to have like breast reduction surgery and get custom bras and shit. They all had really big bahonkers. Yeah. And then there's me. They promised me. They kept promising all through high school. Oh, you're just a late bloomer. I got my boobs later in life. Oh, don't worry. I'm sure you'll get your boobs. I never got my boobs. To be fair, that does mean that I can wear low-cut plunging necklines without it being, like, sexual. I don't do that very often. But sometimes in the summer, it's never actually low-cut plunging. It's always on the side, you know? Those, like, the really low armpit holes. Cause then I don't have to worry about like having big boobs that like do the movement and stuff, right? And I can just go and put little like pasties on and just not be super hot in the summer. Yeah. Yes. Didn't get it from either side. I didn't, which is why it's cursed. It's cursed. I've got my mother's side of the family's top. I've got the Asian side of the family's fucking upper body, and yet I didn't even get the chest there. Why? That's stupid. I mean, now no, her boobs are still bigger than mine. But I've got more than I used to, so it's fine. Yeah. Not aging surgery is a good thing, really. Yeah. I know. That's the thing, is when I was younger, I was really sad about it. But like, I don't care now. Honestly, I haven't cared for a hot second. But like, I did for a while. I was so fucking sad, right? Maybe just because like when I was growing up, thighs were not a thing. Hips were not a thing, right? That was like, in fact, you wanted to have none. You wanted to be like a size 0. Like a 2 was big, right? And so the whole like the beauty standard was being like really thin but having big boobs. And I didn't have that. I think the smallest pant size I ever wore was like a 2, and that was in like 8th grade, and I looked emaciated. I like look back on pictures, I thought I was like so fucking fat because I was a size 2. And then I like looked back on the pictures and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. It's so thin. Yeah, no thighs. I mean, I had some thighs. I even at a 2, in that particular beauty standard, that was still considered thunder thighs, which is fucking insane if you look at it now. But you know, it is what it is. Small chest is perfect. You can go braless any day. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And I think it's nice that like, I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna end that there. I was no one needs to. It's fine. No one needs to know. It's fine. But yeah, beauty standards have really changed. So yeah. Yep. You don't need to know, it's fine. You don't need to know, it's fine. Don't worry about it. As a teenager, I saw a TV show with a woman worried, they think, oh yeah, that's the thing, is it used to be like having a big butt was a bad thing, right? If you look at what they called fat in like the 2000s, you just fucking look at those pictures. They were like, oh, they're so fat. And like, that is a normal sized person. That is even possibly an underweight person. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. Well, you're hauling tons of alcohol in Project Zomboid. Good luck with that. Good luck. Right? It's absolutely insane. The standards were just very, very different in terms of what it is. My whole family can hear you? Yeah, you know, you made a terrible decision there. I know you said joking after, but like any person who puts me on speaker, that's just a bad idea. Ooh, Phantom's playing too! Nice. A grocery run? Oh god. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. I remember playing Project Zomboid. I was not good at that game. It's a lot of fun. It is certainly a lot of fun. I am not good at that game. I think mainly because it takes me so long to find up other people. Enemy people started streaming and we care not for beauty standards now. I mean, I feel like even when it comes to that, there is, you know, some sort of beauty standard. There is some sort of beauty standard, you know? Or at least like biases in terms of what you like and what you don't like, right? Because like some people prefer different colors of hair and that's a beauty standard, or like certain art styles, right? More painterly art styles versus something that's more cell shaded, or the way that you move could be considered like a standard that you're held to, right? So I think everything's a little different. Also, apparently a lot of people judge people based on their voice. A lot. Especially when it comes to VTubers, right? Cause like, I think it was Shikai who posted on Twitter, and Shikai has like a lower speaking voice. And she was getting a lot of people being like really mean to her on her Twitter post that like revealed her voice. Right? So like, and that's something that a lot of people have to deal with. It's not necessarily a beauty standard, but it is some sort of standard that people are held to. Yeah. So, you know, it's not quite the same thing, obviously, but yeah, for having a lower voice, right? Women with lower voices can be hella hot. Exactly. And like, also, just because you don't like, I understand that like, if you don't like the way someone talks or the tone of their voice or something, you might not want to like listen to them talk for long periods of time, and that's perfectly fine. Everyone can have their own tastes and opinions, and right? But there is a difference between having your own tastes and opinions and like being rude for no fucking reason. Yeah, so people were being really mean to Shikai, and I was like, what the fuck? What the hell? She has like a really hot, deep voice. Like what the fuck? She also has an accent, so that in turn as well probably, yeah, doesn't help. But yes, people were being really fucking nasty about it. It was really not cool. And the same thing happens to people with like higher voices, right? Like I've seen people be mean to girls who have like more naturally voices that are somewhere up here. And people are like, oh, they're acting, they're putting it on, like blah blah blah. Who's ever seen an adult with a voice like that? A voice is a voice. A voice is a voice, and you can change it to some extent, but it's hard, and it's not easy if you don't do it all the time. And also, why the fuck should someone have to change their voice because you don't like it? That's stupid. I hate it. It makes me angry. That's the thing. If you don't like something, that's perfectly okay. Everyone's allowed to not like things. I don't like certain things, but you can like keep that in your head and move on and go do something that you enjoy, right? Go find a person that you love hanging out with. Go find someone that you want to support and that you enjoy their content. You don't have to stick around if it's not for you. And I hate that people want to take that moment out of their day to purposefully make someone else's day worse. I just think that that's trash behavior. That is just an absolute garbage thing to do. And I really do hope, I know that it's not nice to wish mean things happen to people, but like I really do hope that people who do that kind of thing, like I hope that that comes around to bite them in the ass somehow. I really do. I'm a little petty like that, but like I think that that's just fucking garbage and you deserve garbage. And Chief, thank you for the super as well. Thank you. I appreciate it. Twitter's like 09 COD lobbies, but without the respect. Yeah, that makes sense. Voice is just one factor. Yeah, exactly. That's the other thing. Like, I do understand that obviously, when it comes to streaming, voices are quite important in terms of, you know, especially if you talk a lot, right? Especially if you're a yapper. Then, you know, you kind of just gotta hope that whoever is there and hanging out likes the way you sound. Otherwise, they're kind of shit out of luck, and so are you. But if it's someone who, like, focuses more on gaming, then it's a little less important, right? Right? I mean, I think that community interaction is incredibly important, but I am a yapper. So, hello, JBK. I hope you're doing well as well. It always comes back. Yeah. That's the thing, though, is like, sometimes shit people do well for themselves and it makes you just like, why? It makes me so spiteful. I hate it, you know? Sometimes I just wish that there was like an internet Batman. Yeah, internet vigilante. And hello, Chicken King, hello. You feel the same way? Yeah. I just like, the problem is, of course, is that anytime anyone has the ability to like judge other people, you know that it's never necessary. It's like, you know, there's always that really high chance that something's gonna go terribly wrong without some sort of accountability system. So, you know. I was called up, yeah. I don't know, man. I just wish that shit people would. I mean, to be fair, there are times when shit people do get what they deserve, or, you know, not even necessarily shit people, but even just like ignorant people. I don't know if you guys have been seeing the thing about like the bubble tea thing and like Shark Tank, Dragon's Den, whatever. It's one of those things where like people make a business and then they pitch it to rich people, and then the rich people can like invest in their business or whatever. There's been like a not quite instant karma, but near instant karma of that happening, because there was this couple that made a boba recipe, a boba company, right? And they're white. And then they were like, oh, like, and you know what's in this boba, unlike whatever is in, you know, like whatever, like the things you can't trust in other boba and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, it was this whole thing, like they talked shit about it. They said that theirs was better, whatever. And then, isn't Dragon's Den there? Yeah, Canadian version. Yeah. And then Simu Lee was on the fucking panel of people who was there, and he had this whole thing about like, this is cultural appropriation. This is like, you're being like, this is not okay. This is ridiculous. And he had this whole speech about it. And then the East Indian woman who's beside him was like, oh yeah, like, but you don't need to make it so serious. Like, I think this is a good product. And she like backed it for $1 million or whatever. Which, to be fair, $1 million really isn't that much money. But then on TikTok, this thing like took off, and all of the Asians were like, I can't believe you're making the Asians agree with Simu Lee, but yeah, this is fucked up. Anyway, within the week, this lady who backed the company has backed off and like put out an apology, and well, it was a really bad apology. It was actually more like, oh, I understand because people do this with like chai and curry and blah, blah, blah. So it was like, you know, it was one of those apologies that wasn't an apology. It was just kind of like an, oh, this happens to me too. You know, that kind of thing. Anyway, so, but she retracted her support, and this like company is under so much fire that they're like they're obviously not gonna make it. And it's one of those things like, yeah, you went on like national television and were a shit-ass person, and then when you were told that it was cultural appropriation, you doubled down. So, yeah. I'm sorry. Do not... It's not just white people. Don't tell me that your Quebecois bubble tea, that you've named the company Boba something or other. Don't you fucking tell me that that is better and more trustworthy than normal Asian bubble tea. Fuck you. Anyway. So, yeah, I got to watch that in real time, and that was nice. So, like, you know... That was one of those moments that felt really cathartic, because I'm like, I hate it when people do stupid shit, and I want them to burn for their stupid shit. And then that happened to these people, and I was like, nice! Alright, I've gotten my like instantaneous karma out of the way for this year. I'm like, my brain is happy. What the fuck did you join to? You know, we're always no one ever really knows what they're joining to if they come into my streams. Apologies. There's never really any like standardized train of thought or way that these streams work. We kind of just exist. Yeah. Imagine still drinking. What's wrong with boba? What's wrong with boba? There's nothing wrong with boba. They named it boba. Clearly that makes it more authentic, right? They were from Quebec. Yeah, exactly. You expect chaos to follow where you go? Good. That's a good way to look at life. Chaos is a good way to think about it. Chaos is fun. More, you know, a little bit of chaos never hurt anyone. A lot of chaos has hurt many people, but a little bit of chaos never hurt anyone. Yeah. A flowchart on this. No one needs a flowchart of my streams. That feels like it would be an incredibly annoying thing to create in general. There's something wrong with chocolate boba? Okay, when you say chocolate boba, do you mean normal like tapioca boba in like chocolate, like malt milk chocolate flavored drink? Because that's a thing, and some people like it. It's essentially chocolate milk with boba. But if you mean boba made of chocolates, that's fucked, and I hope that it never comes near me. I have seen a lot of people put out like, oh, they're popping boba, and they're like strawberry flavored boba or whatever, and I'm like, that's technically not boba because it's not tapioca. They're just, I mean, they are boba shaped and sized, but that's different. It's different. Had it tasted fruity? Ooh, I don't know about that one. Stop drinking boba a year or two ago. You're tired of tapioca solidifying when you don't drink it fast enough. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I stopped drinking slush, like fruit slushes, for that reason. Because when I was a kid, my favorite boba used to be a strawberry kelpis slush with pearls. And it was delicious. But if you don't drink it fast enough, then because it's a slush and it's got ice in it, then the tapioca hardens and it's really gross. Yeah. I just like oolong, like milky oolong, like roasted oolong milk teas. I really, really like. Yeah, and I get those with normal pearls, or I get them with brown sugar pearls, or in the summer, I like green tea ones, usually, like green tea based bubble tea beverages. Usually that's when I like them more fruity. And then I get them with like coconut jelly. Yeah. Or sometimes I just get a normal like roasted milk tea with like sago. Sago is good too. Sago is like tiny little pearls. It's just like tiny little tapioca pearls. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I have my own preferences. I don't drink a ton of bubble tea anymore. I used to drink a lot of bubble tea. I think I've maybe had it like a handful of times this year. I want to say like 5 to 10 times probably in terms of the amount of times that I've had bubble tea this year. Not a ton. Not like a tiny amount, like not nothing, but I used to have it daily. What? Daily? That's a little much. That's a little much. Never had boba in my area. Yeah, that's why I used to like it so much. The only time we would get boba is when we drove 2 cities away to go to the dentist. And then I would get it after my dentist appointment, so it was always a treat. And so when I first moved to like a city and there was more bubble tea and boba places, I got really excited. And I used to have it weekly. I wouldn't have it daily, but I would have it weekly. Yeah, now it's kind of like a once in a while thing, you know? If I could make bubble tea at home, it would be daily, but I'm poor. For a while, Hart thought she might open a bubble tea shop, and so we had like tapioca pearls at home, and like figured out how to make the syrups and stuff. And for a while, I used to just put tapioca pearls in fucking everything. Vanilla yogurt and tapioca pearls is pretty good. It's pretty good. Not bad. Remember the bubble tea explosion over... That wasn't over a decade ago, was it? No. I don't think it was over a decade. Maybe about a decade ago. Can't be more than that, right? The good old Asian classic, we could do this. Preps and never pulls through. Yeah. Exactly. It sucked. Yeah, canned dollar store canned boba in general is not very good, honestly. I don't think it's very good. I did make myself violently ill one time getting boba because I just had way too much of it. I got really excited and I got very large ones for I drank too many and then I got violently ill. And it turns out if you don't chew your tapioca balls enough so that they break apart, if you just like squish them with your teeth, but it doesn't go all the way through or whatever, they kind of just like reball. And so if you only eat bubble tea all day, and you've only had like 5 large bubble teas, and then you throw up the bubble teas, the pearls look perfectly fine a couple of hours after you drink them. Yeah, that was the day I learned that they remain circle. Yeah, it was around your sophomore and junior year? Really? I don't think it was that long ago. Simaran, welcome to the Tricksters. Welcome. Could have lived your life without knowing that information? Yeah, well, you know, I feel like there's a lot of things that I say on stream that a lot of people could go their entire life without knowing. And yet here we are, you know? And yet here we are. Yeah. Yep. TMI doesn't exist here? Yeah, exactly. Making your own tapioca pearls at home is really cheap and easy. Yeah, it can be. It's decently time consuming though, so I think that's why a lot of people just like go out and get bubble tea sort of idea. Mom heard you and said your voice is nice. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry that your mother has heard anything that I have said. Welcome on in. Yeah, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is sometimes. Although that kind of, oh god, that just makes me sad again. Let's talk about moms. So I feel like a lot of workplaces have like a mom figure, you know, like a, not like mom, but like work mom kind of, you know, like there's usually like an older lady who's just like really chill, really cool, probably has decently adult kids, but is like the office mom kind of, right? Do you guys have an office mom where you guys work? I don't know. Maybe this is just a thing that's a constant in my life and no one else's. Sure do, yeah, okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Okay, so, let's talk of moms kind of remind me. I was talking about my vacation coming up, my Japan trip coming up. And I'm going with, you know, I've said this already, I'm going with extrovert friend who has a fiance, although he's not coming. And I'm going with normie friend who has a husband, and he is coming. So it's me and normie friend and her husband and extrovert friend. And then we're gonna meet artist friend while we're there because she's already in Japan. But I was telling my coworker about this, the office mom. And she was like, so your friend has a fiance? And I was like, yeah. And your other friend is married. And I was like, yeah. And you're the oldest friend. And I was like, well, normie friend is about the same age as me, but yeah. And then she was like, my daughter was telling me about these dating apps. recently. We could get you on there if you want. I could help you come up with a profile. I'm sure that it wouldn't be that hard. It's like, no, I'm good, thanks. I appreciate it, but I'm good. Thank you so much. Nice. Well, thank you for the 3 months. Welcome on in. Anyway, she kept trying to convince me that I should go on the dating apps and it would be fine. And then I had to be like, hey, like, do you really think someone's gonna put up with me screaming in my apartment after I get home at 1 in the morning? I don't sleep until 6. And she was like, oh, but you'd change that, right? And I was like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. She was like, oh, well, you know, maybe for love. And I was like, no. No. If I ever fall in love, the bitch is gonna have to deal with me being fucking nocturnal, okay? That's not gonna change. And then she was like, okay, well, theoretically, like, what would you say your hobbies and your, like, the things that you're strongest at are? And I was like, you know what my hobbies are. We talk all the time. And she's like, okay, but I need hobbies other than, like, lying on the floor with your bunnies and playing video games and streaming. And I was like, I don't have any. It's like, does reading count? Does reading count? Does going for walks count? I don't know. Naravi, thank you for the 13 months. No, the informants don't need to help me make a profile. I appreciate it though. Big Red, thank you for the 5. No, we're not making a dating profile on stream. Anyway, she called me boring. She called me boring. She was like, how are you ever going to find a man if you don't have any hobbies? And I was like, I have hobbies. I have hobbies. I play video games. I read. I go for walks. I hang out with my bunnies. I hang out with you guys. I like researching stuff. I like randomly will just look at like fucking random things on the internet. And she's like, yeah, but you don't leave your house, right? Like, if you're gonna date someone, what are you gonna do? And I was like, I don't know, we can watch TV, we can have a picnic in the living room, we could fucking play video games together. Like, there's so many co-op games. She was like, no, what, aren't you gonna go places? Aren't you gonna, like, you know, we could play sports, you could, like, go to the beach, I wanted to die. I wanted to fucking pass away. And I was like, am I boring? Am I boring? What? I mean, I get that I don't leave the house. Like, I mean, you're not wrong, okay? She is not incorrect in that particular... I was like, I know that I'm not like a normie's dream girl. I understand, okay? I have very niche hobbies. And I'm a homebody, okay? I understand that. I do. but like, the more she was talking, the more I was like, huh. I mean, she's not wrong. She's not wrong. It's like she kept listing things for like, oh, like, well, like, what if they would want to do a date like this? And I was like, I don't know, that sounds like a bad time. I don't want, like, oh, like, what if it's like, you know, a bowling date with like your friends and his friends? And I was like, I don't know. I don't think that doesn't sound very fun. I don't know. She doesn't understand the appeal for introverted dorky girls, I guess. Anyway, so I had a little mini extrovert, like a little fucking crisis while I was at work, and I was just like, am I boring? And then I was like, I can't be that boring. The informants like me. the informants like me. That I must be like at least a little bit interesting. Right? I was like, I had to like give myself a pep talk while I was doing work. Just sitting there, because she had to go like do her job, and I was just like sitting there like typing away, and I was like, no, I've got strengths. I can have a conversation about anything, and And I like researching things, so if someone wants to know about something, I can help them figure it out. And if they're trying to get into a hobby, I can help them get the basics down. Will I do the hobby with them? Probably not, but I can help them get started and figure out where to buy the things that they need for their hobby. And if they're not nocturnal anyway, I don't want them unless they're okay with me being nocturnal. So it's fine. And I scripted out this whole argument in my head. I was like, when she comes back, I'm gonna say all of these things to her. Turned out she had the early shift, so she in fact went home whilst I was on break, and I didn't get to see her again. So now I just have an argument in my head that I am saving in case the conversation comes up again. But I don't want to be that person who starts having, who continues a conversation the next day, you know? Because I've done that before, right? Like a conversation gets cut off because someone needs to go for work or someone gets called to something or whatever like that, right? And then I keep that conversation in my head, and then the next time we see each other, even if it's like a week later, I will restart the conversation, and people think that's weird. So I've stopped doing that, and I hold the conversations in my head instead, and I wait for them to bring the topic back up eventually. Yes. I don't need a better coworker. She's great. She's actually fantastic. She really is like the office mom. She's really nice. She's very sweet. I get along with her incredibly well. She means well, you know? She means well. Don't you try to lead them back to the conversation? Sometimes, every once in a while. But sometimes I just let things, you know, I don't want to be the weird person who's gets really stuck on one topic and keeps bringing it up, because I definitely did that before. Developing multiple habits is better than just hanging out with someone. Might make you feel embarrassing. I don't know. I'm just not really an extroverted person. Most of my hobbies are solo hobbies sort of thing, right? Like reading is not really something you generally do with other people unless you're part of a book club. I do read with other people sometimes. For example, sometimes I go to Extrovert's house and I lay on her floor and I read. And she does work, or she listens to music and does other things or sews, and then she asks me for help with stuff because I've been doing it longer, and then I help her with her thing, and then I go back to reading. And it just it is kind of social, hanging out in togetherness. Yeah. I don't know. I don't feel the need to do stuff with other people. I just like spending time with people, if that makes sense. You know, even if it's just two people chilling on the floor, right? I mean, I guess that's probably why I spend so much time on the floor with the bunnies. To me, that's the important thing, you know? It's not what you do. It's just that you're doing things together. I think that that's important, but I guess that's not necessarily how everyone... maybe that's not the normal perspective looking from the outside in, according to other people, is what I've realized. I've realized that maybe people look at me and they're like, there she is, the lost cause. There she is, the lost cause. She wants to go. She said she's going home to play video games and talk to people. Yeah, I'm sure she's gonna talk to people. It's I talk to lots of people. I promise. That's another thing. Not even the same conversation. Not even the same coworker, but someone who's yeah, you don't talk to people much, do you? And I was I talk to tons of people. And they were yeah, I'm sure you don't. And I was no, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna talk to people tonight. This wasn't even tonight. This was a couple of weeks ago, and I'm just remembering it. And I was no, I talk to people all the time. And they were no, you don't. And I was I do. I talk to people all the time. In fact, I'm gonna go home and talk to people tonight. So many people. They didn't believe me. They said that you guys were just in my head, and I was probably just They said that my bunnies don't count as people. Which, fucking rude. Fucking rude. My bunnies are two people. They listen to me ramble all the time. Also, you know, I have like a handful of friends that aren't informants. Dad, take your meds. I do take my meds. I do, and you still exist. It's fine. We're the fantasy coping mechanism in their eyes, right? There's like one person at work. There's one person at work who believes that I talk to people, but that's because he's a HoloLive fan. He gave me a Fuamoko sticker. He's the only one who believes me when I say that I talk to people all the time. And that's because we bonded over liking HoloLive. This is all a dream. It's not a dream. It's not a dream. It's not. I need the HoloLive coworker to work my shift. He doesn't. He shows up like once every like fucking 4 months. But he's the only one who thinks that I'm not crazy. I mean, I am, but like, you know, not in that particular way. It's fine. The Asian adult pipeline, your friends, family, and coworkers being like, so you're getting a girlfriend, boyfriend? The thing is that this coworker isn't even Asian. They're white. They're like, you know, like when you think of like sweet white grandma who like bakes cookies and shit, that's her. Except she's also like the unhinged grandma. She's very cool. I love her very much. She's like one of my favorite coworkers. But you know. I think that we've gone into the area of like she might pity me. I think she pities me. I think she's decided that I'm like a lonely spinster. Just me and my bunnies and my non-existent chat friends. Agravius, thank you for 13 months. Thank you for the 13 months, and I won't wake up. The accident was always my fault. We're gonna stay like this forever, and that way you can't leave me like everyone else did. Yeah. Blonde hair, blue-eyed, and American white. Yes, exactly. Yeah, that is this particular coworker. Yeah. All your grandmas were Asian? I mean, that makes sense. Your mom is laughing so much. What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm glad that someone is finding hilarity in my sadness. Some people think I'm hilarious. Some people think I'm pitiable. But no matter what you think, I'm in a room full of informants, whether you like it or not. So yes, dear, you talk to your... Yeah. No, that's exactly what it is, though. When I was like, no, I promise, I'm gonna go talk to, like, tons of people, and we're gonna have a really good time, and, like, they'll tell me about their day, and I'll tell them about my day, and, like, maybe we'll talk about trees or something, or animals, or whatever. And she was just like... I hope you have fun with that. There's no way she believed me. She definitely thinks I'm laying on my floor all night talking to my bunnies. So. To be fair, this is also the same coworker who makes the joke that when my bunnies die, she would like their fur as her new glove linings. She has claimed them. So. Have you tried telling the boomers that you have your own radio show? I mean, that's what my dad thinks it is, essentially, yeah. No, it's not a new stereotype. It's not. The boy's sister didn't trust the bro had many friends he could talk to. Yeah, I guess. Maybe that. Should get some informants to go to an off-kai next year, get a group pic and show the truth. Yeah, I'll be like, look, these are all my friends. These are the people I talk to all the time. And she's probably just going to be like, yes, that random group of men definitely come to your house and talk to you every night. I have a horrible feeling like that will instead just create a completely separate problem. I feel like that is going to I feel like that's going to create a completely separate problem. If she just thinks that you guys all come to my house every night instead. I think, I feel like... I feel like that's gonna create its own issue. Yeah. These are the friends I talk to. Yeah, that's exactly it, Noodles. These are the friends I talk to every night. Yeah. So I don't need a dating app now. Yeah. This is a photo of me and all my boyfriends. Oh my god, the fucking side eye that I would get for that. Oh my dear god. What would Hart think? I don't think Hart. They're not even Raccoonadians, Cyon. Yeah, right? You do have maidens, right? It's not all men. I mean, I probably have some maidens. Probably. I don't know. Would they randomly show up at an off-kite meet? Maybe. Maybe Senna would show up. Maybe Senna would show up at a Cyon meet. Maybe she loves me. Except they are real. Me and my 39,000 boyfriends. Oh my god, no. Please. Oh no, please. That sounds like so much work. Wait, I don't have the capacity to have that many relationships. Please help. Oh my god. Isn't it like 1% female? I actually don't know. I haven't looked in a hot second. I can look it up. Let's see. And final. Thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let me go look. Analytics. Audience. Yeah. My audience is 1.2% female, 98.5% male, and 0.3% user unspecified. Yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is. My mom, so what are you doing this morning? Well, I'm just gonna chat with my online Tanuki girlfriend. Right? I feel like it sounds crazy from both ends, right? Like, we're gonna tell people and they're gonna judge us. They're gonna judge us. I'm the 0.1% female. Nice. I'm not maidenless. I am 1.2% maidens. That's not maidenless. As a goat, you do fall into the unknown category. Maybe. I do have 0.3% user unspecified. I do. I wonder if that includes the other VTuber girlies. It definitely does. It definitely does. It's fine. They count. I'm 1.2% maiden. No, I said no. I didn't say I am 1.2% maidens. That's not correct. What about age group? The most common age group is 25 to 34 years at 53.6%. And after that, the next highest is 18 to 24 at 34.5%. And then 35 to 44 at 10.6%. And then 45 to 54 at 0.9%. And then 13 to 17 at 0.5%. And I need to find those people. Because that's illegal. There's 0% people who are 55 to 64, 65 and older. We have no grandpas here. I'm totally one of those groups. Yeah, right? 0.5 maybe raiders? Maybe. I feel like it's probably from when I did the couple of shorts lives. When you said open relationship, you didn't think it'd be with 39,000 people? Could you imagine? Oh my gosh. That sounds like so much work. Every step you take, I'll be watching you. Always and forever. Always and forever. Yes. Wait. Hiya, Mercy. Wait, Mercy's here? Wait, it's a raid! Oh my god, why did YouTube not tell me it's a raid? I was like, huh? There's a cute girl in my chat. We were just talking about cute girls. Hello, Mercy. Hello, Raiders. Hi, hi, hi. Welcome, welcome on in. We're just talking and hanging out today. Just having a very chill stream. Talking about the fact that my coworker thinks that I'm uncool and offered to make me a dating profile so that I'm not alone forever. And that they don't believe me when I say I talk to lots of people. I talk to lots of people all the time. I talk to all... Look, I'm literally talking to lots of people right now, and they don't believe me. And so the informant said that next time at Offkai, they should have a get-together, they should have a meet-up, and then take a picture, and then I can show them. But that creates another problem, because then I would show my coworker, and my coworker would be like, oh, so these are the lots of people that you talk to every night, and it's just gonna be like a bunch of men in a circle, and that's gonna create its own issue. And then now, apparently, I am maidenless and have 39,000 boyfriends. Yes. If you make her think about... Reimu, you're right that she wouldn't bother me about dating apps, but she would definitely probably try to check me into the Grippy Socks vacation area. And, I don't need a vacation in the Grippy Socks area right now, so I think we're good, you know? I think we're okay for now. Yeah. It's a little bit of a separate issue. And Deluxe Birch, thank you for letting me know that she is a sleepy. I hope that you guys had a really, really fun stream with her, and I hope she's getting a lot of good rest. I hope she is. I hope she is. I love Mercy. She's so heckin' cute, man. She's so heckin' cute. Oh my god. On that note, I was just... I mean, I'm sure that everyone who came from Mercy's stream already knows their Halloween outfit. Have you guys seen, have the informants seen the V&U girls as Halloween models? Their Halloween outfit? Oh my god. Oh my god. They are so good. I love them. I love them. I love them so heckin' much. She be as a slime girl? Oh my god. Okay, to be fair, I do have a thing for slime for slime girls. I also love Zelly, but Zelly is different. You know, Zelly is my cute little kohai. Zelly is also baby. She is not baby. You know, when I would prefer to be baby in that situation, okay? So Zelly is baby, and I love Zelly, but she is not the kind of slime girl that I am particularly interested in. I don't like... That's not me confirming I like Vor. That is not confirming that we saw your tweets. Yeah, well, you know, sometimes you just gotta let the hot girls know that you think that they're a hot girl, okay? All right? Sometimes the hot girls just need to know that they're really hot, okay? It's just the way that the world works. It's the way that the world works, okay? Entertaining time with rants and gathering clues. Yeah, that's so fun. Oh my gosh, yeah. Yes, their Halloween outfits are so heckin' great. I was so surprised when I first saw them. I was not expecting that. I'm so glad. Oh my god, I love them. I love them. And like... How dare you, Martin? How dare you? And yeah, you're still maidenless. Look, no one said that I had Riz or the ability to make the girls think that I was also hot, okay? No one said that I had that ability, just that I wanted to tell them that they were hot, okay? There's a difference. I understand that I am awkward. I understand, okay? It doesn't mean you have to remind me that I am maidenless. It's fine. Jeez. You know, this is why Maeve decided that her community was going to be called Maidens, right? Like... This is why Maeve decided to do that. So no one could ever say that she was maidenless. And now I'm out here being called maidenless. And my gen mate is over there with her 100,000 plus maidens. This is fucking garbage. fucking garbage. If it counts, he rizzed us to join as members. I don't know if that's... You know, I don't think that I did riz anyone to join as members. Theoretically, I did riz members? Question mark? Is that how you use that in a sentence? I guess. But like, you know, it is what it is, right? Maybe the smart cookie she is. She very much is. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, she was. She was thinking many moves ahead. And, yeah, I don't... Stockholm Syndrome's kind of like Riz, right? Right? I mean... It's part of what makes Yandere so powerful, right? Because, like... You know, when you're tied to a chair in a basement, and they're giving you everything you could possibly want in life, how do you not love them, right? How do you not love them? Your Riz members, explain yourself. My membership is... Yes. Explained. Stockholm Syndrome is kind of like... It is, though! I'm not wrong! I'm not wrong. I am not incorrect. Yes, Poppy. Yeah, okay.
Has thrown $5 since you reminded us. Thank you for being you. Hot silly Tanuki. Less than 3.
Thank you for throwing $5 at me. I don't know why you're thanking me for being me, though, because I literally don't know how to be anyone else. That's kind of the problem. That's kind of the problem, actually. No, I'm not renaming informants to puppies. Look. Somehow the script reads that y'all hand me are me being dominant. We all fucking know that I'm not actually dominant, okay? Can I read the thing? Absolutely. Am I ever going to tell a person in real life to sit? Absolutely not. No. Right? There's a difference. There's a difference between scripts and reality. So informants are informants, not puppies. It's not a thing. It's not. I am. Cyan Top confirmed is like literally the biggest possible lie you could ever say. That is the biggest possible lie you could ever say. Have enough dominance to make us sign eternal contracts? Yeah, well, that's different, you know? That's different. You can be assertive and dominant in your day-to-day life and not in other ways, right? It's different. There are many ways that you can exist in the world that don't necessarily translate in that particular type of relationship, okay? Cyan may have a monocle, but she's rarely in charge. I can be in charge if I want to be, theoretically. I just don't want to be. Reasonably. Cyan went so far bottom it flipped it. That's not how that works either. That's not how that works at all. Angelo Noel, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. And if you did get hit by one of those, please do make sure to thank our lovely Jello Noel and welcome on in. Yes. Submission underflow error. What does that even mean? Definitely not the dominant one. We in chat are definitely not the dominant one. Who's the one in charge? I don't know. If I'm not driving the bus and you're not driving the bus, then who's in charge? I don't know. Probably Meeta, honestly, and that's vaguely terrifying if you think about it. Yeah, Jesus, take the wheel, indeed. Oh, Echo can be in charge. Echo is like robot Jesus, right? I think Echo can be in charge. Yeah. Yay! My throat is starting to slowly eat itself, but that's fine. We do as we do. Would Meeta sell us life insurance before we crash? Probably, but then it would be completely void because you were already in a dangerous situation before you signed it. Yes. She would definitely try to, though. And maybe also try to sell, like, life jackets that were actually just, like, little inflatable things like you get on planes, which are not very useful for a bus crashing. But she would sell it as though, like, a plane crashing is much more dangerous. So therefore, if they could help in that situation, they could definitely help in this kind of situation. Yeah. Yes. Jesus, take the wheel. More like Jesus, give me respawn. I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Are you gonna be using hacks? Is Jesus using hacks? Oh, no, wait. Jesus is probably the mod, right? Server owner. Yeah. Server owner Jesus, please give me the respawn buff. Give me immortality. I wish to be invulnerable for the next 3 minutes. Dear Jesus, can I please re-roll my character? Yeah, right? Jesus fucking Christ. Help. Oh my god. Dear Lord, up in heaven above, please allow me to re-roll all of my stats. I have put many things into skills that I do not use on a daily basis, and the things that I need to use, such as talking to other people or going outside, are currently stuck at 1. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Fucking help me. Fucking save me. God is the owner, Jesus is the admin. Oh my god. Give me admin perms, yes! Master! Thank you for the gifted membership. Thank you, Master. And Nico, welcome on in. Yes. Dear Jesus, how can I now break up with my online Tanuki girl? You can't. Please remember that you're stuck here forever. You cannot, in fact, break up with your online Tanuki girlfriend. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Yep. Rolls a d20 for skill issue? Yeah, honestly. I feel like skill issue is the only thing that I would get like a natural 20 on, right? Everything else, nat 1. Fucking like critical fail. Oh my god. It's terrible. Atrocious. Was that a breakover chat? No, that's illegal. You can't do that. I don't have an ownership kink. Why is this a thing? Why is this a thing that you guys have decided on? I don't have an ownership kink. I don't. I have abandonment issues. That's different. It's different. It's different. Yeah. Doors locked and the windows are painted on the wall. What windows? There's no windows here. Don't worry about it. Chat is spoken. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It came from like one person asked it one time and they've just decided that's a thing. Puppy Formants Unite. There is no Puppy Formants. Oh my god. Just because there's more of you, it doesn't mean you can bully me into saying that I've got an ownership kink, and it doesn't mean you can bully me into saying that you guys are puppy formants now instead of informants, okay? It's not how it works. It's not how it works. You're saying you don't like the idea of collars and leashes. I don't like I don't like the idea of owning the collars and leashes. Therefore. Fine, no, thank you for the gifted membership. I appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome on in, Taffy. I mean, it's not necessarily your eternity. It's only until I die, and then you're free. So, it's fine, right? It's fine. Yeah. You can't leave until I leave. That's the rule. In fact, that's literally in my friendship contract too. Yeah, so my friends, they're not allowed to die until I die. It doesn't matter It doesn't matter if they're doing dangerous things or going to other places or whatever. It is literally the rule. I've been saying it since I was like 12. This has always been my rule. You can't leave until I leave, okay? It's just the way it is. Wasn't there fan art of Side and the rest of Oracle with leashes on Kokonai? Yeah, Kokonai Senpai is our keeper. And we're chaotic little guys, so it's fine, it's fine. Yeah. How long do Tanukis live for? I mean, I think that I've currently got it figured out to be a couple of 100 human years. I think I'm getting closer to at least narrowing down how many hundreds of years. But it's kind of hard to figure out, you know, between dimensions. It's really odd. With my lifestyle habits, yeah, you'll be free eventually, probably. Hope there's no assassin VTubers. I hope there are assassin VTubers. I hope that they're hot and I hope that they come through my window. Does it mean all my friends have plot armor? They better have plot armor. They better. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to find a necromancer and raise some bodies. They're never quite the same after we do that, though. Never quite the same after you do that, though. It is what it is. You know, it is what it is. Tanuki's magical? Yeah. Tanukis are magical. And I do have Tanuki magic. So, theoretically, that does in fact mean that I am a mystical Tanuki and not like an animal who, you know, just an animal Tanuki. Theoretically. I don't know if I want DK to raise them as skeletons, though. I don't know if I want DK to raise them as skeletons. I feel like it might be better to have Tia raise them as ghosts, you know? Because if DK were to raise you as a skeleton, you will forever have to listen to all of her whims, and she will laugh about it, and she will call you her minion, and... You know, I said that out loud, and then I realized that some of you probably are fine with that. So, I guess if you want to be raised by DK, you can be raised by DK. Yeah. My Tanuki balls are not in my throat! Those are my tonsils! In through the nose, out through the mouth. Do not kill informants. Do not murder people. I'm sure it's fine. Yes, definitely fine. You can't die anyways according to your contract. Yeah, but we can give you to DK or Tia or Meeta. I'm sure Meeta could probably turn you into a plushie of some sort. Probably. I mean, that is what she did to Rito, and I think that she literally owns all the souls of her customers in like little potion bottles in the back of her store. So, yeah. Do not murder people. My brain quite disagree. No, you gotta stop yourself from doing it, you know? You gotta stop yourself from murdering people. At least where other people can see you. Because otherwise you're gonna get in trouble. And that's how you go to jail for a really, really long time. They also are way more likely to chase after murderers than thieves. So. Wouldn't informants technically be dead? No, you'd be undead. That's different. You're not dead. You're still here. Right? You're still, I can still hear you. So you're not gone. Yeah. It's different. Yeah. Life impaired. Kind of. Yeah. You know? You're not quite the same as you were when you were alive, but you're not dead, technically. You're not dead, technically. So it's fine. It's fine. You can just stay here with me. And I'm sure Tia knows how to put up like a ghost-proof wall of some sort, like a force field. She can put one around the apartment. You know, we can stay, we can just hang out and chill. We can read books together. Oh, I wonder if there's an ability to, like, if you wall out an area for a ghost, is there a way to let them out but like have to keep them on like within a distance to you? Like, is there a way to do, I wonder if there's a way to do that. Because then we could go shopping together. We can go to the thrift store and look for more books. We could go to HomeSense and look for things to use in ASMR streams. I need to get a new blanket. We can go to HomeSense and I can get a new blanket because currently I'm sleeping under a sheet. And that was fine all summer, but it's starting to get cold again. And last night my feet were cold, so I had to put socks on. That's terrible. I don't really like sleeping in socks, but it was cold. So. Should probably do that this weekend before it gets even more cold. I'm going on vacation. I could just do it after vacation. What if I forget? What if I forget to go after vacation? Because I don't get back until like mid-November. What if I go after vacation? Oh, but what if it's really cold in November when I get back? I don't know, because I land on a Thursday. My plan when I land and then I want to stream that night. Yeah, because I land pretty early in the morning. So I figure if I land in the morning, then I can sleep during the day because I probably won't sleep on the plane. And then after I sleep, I can come hang out and have a long stream with you guys and like talk about the trip and stuff. But that doesn't give me much time to go get a blanket. So I should probably do it before I go on vacation in case it's cold when I get back. But I don't want to! That means I have to carry a blanket home. And I know that that's not a big deal to most people. Most of you guys are probably like, what the fuck? Why is she complaining? A blanket is like 5 to 10 pounds max. It's not that far. You can do it. You're a thief, right? It's just a blanket. I don't want to carry it home. I don't drive. I'm gonna have to walk home with a giant blanket. Most places make you pay for bags now. Stupid. Am I gonna have to walk home with it like draped around my shoulders? Just a blanket lady. Be a blanket, Tanuki. Oh, Kevin, thank you for the 10. Thank you. And thank you for your first soup on a live stream. Thank you. I appreciate it. Is there a movie night planned for Halloween? I don't know. I don't usually do like watch-along-y things. We do have a game night next week where we're playing games with informants. I could do a watch along, but the problem is I'm really bad with spooky movies. I get scared really easily. So, yeah. Maybe though, maybe. I'll think about it. I have been thinking about trying to do like movie watch-alongs just as like a little thing, just because I watch stuff anyway and I figure that way people can watch it with me. The thing is though, is I don't know if I'm gonna be very entertaining during it, or maybe I'm gonna talk too much, or maybe I'm not gonna talk enough, you know? I don't know. It's not something I've ever done before, so but we'll check it out maybe. I do really like Cabin in the Woods. Maybe I'll see if that's on Netflix. And if it is, maybe we'll watch it next week before I disappear off into the distance. Before I head to Japan. Yeah. Shaun of the Dead is more comedy than horror? Yeah. I mean, I do like some... Oh, maybe we could record... I wonder if Rec is still... I've talked about Rec before. It's a zombie movie and it's like found footage. It's not in English. It's subtitles. Oh, but I remember really enjoying that movie, and I haven't seen it in a hot second. So maybe we could do like a spooky zombie movie. That might be fun. Yeah, I don't know. I'll think about it. Yeah. I'll try to look into things. Terminator 1 and 2, maybe. I'll have to find something that is like available for people. I know that when some of the other girls have done watch-alongs, usually in the official Discord, they'll also host like a showing sort of idea, right? So that not everyone has to. For example, if it's something on Netflix, then only one person has to have Netflix and can share it with everyone in the Discord or something. I don't exactly know how that is done, but I want to make sure that it's something that's like, you know, easily accessible, right? So that people can actually watch along if they want to, if that makes sense. Warm Bodies? I don't think I've seen Warm Bodies. I know it, I know of it, I know the general synopsis of it, but yeah. Anthill Kids Cult. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Vaguely interesting sounding. I do like ants. We did have a whole ant conversation the other day. That's kind of fun. Oh, there was that vampire one where there was a vampire that was a kid. Wasn't that originally in... It was originally a European movie. I don't remember exactly what language it was in. It wasn't in English. And then they made an English version, and apparently that one sucked ass. I feel like that happens a lot. I feel like that happens a lot, especially with horror movies. They used to do it a lot with Asian horror movies. Let the right one in. Yeah, they used to do it a lot with Asian horror movies. They've stopped in more recent years. I say, even though, weren't they thinking about possibly doing a remake of Train to Busan? Anyway, who said the English one sucked? I will fight them. I don't know. I've only ever heard things about them. So both are good but different. Yeah, people are just watching the original Asian ones now. They're generally far scarier. I love what we do in the shadow. I love what we do in the shadows. For those of you who aren't familiar with that series, it's or I mean, there's a series now as well. It's silly, like vampires. It doesn't take itself seriously. It's like a mockumentary about vampires. It's very fun. It's very silly. I love it. I love it. I think it's such a like stupid thing. It's so fun. It doesn't take itself seriously. All of the characters are absolutely ridiculous and over the top. It's really fun. It's also very Kiwi, is it? I wouldn't know, but I do enjoy it. I just, you know, I'm just a vampire person in general, so I like looking for the like all of the little things, all of the little tidbits that they drop in about different types of vampires as well, right? Because you've got like the brain. Anyway, you've got like really old school vampires, and you've got like newer sort of ideologically based vampires, and it's really just fun. It's kind of interesting. Nosferatu, yes, thank you. Yes, I'm not even gonna say what my brain was deciding that it was, that I knew was vastly incorrect and definitely in zero way, shape, or form the right way to say things. Delicious. Alrighty. My throat is more than slightly dying. It has been a hot second since I have gone for 2 hours straight. So maybe... Ooh, Yumi is doing a chatty. I do love myself a good Yumi. We're gonna go for a little bit longer. We won't pop off into the distance quite yet, but no, there's no game plan for tonight. I decided just to like chat and hang out. I did think about doing gaming things. I'm also really tired. I'm really tired. I had to wake up early today. For a doctor's appointment. So I did get up really early, and so I am heckin' exhausted. So I did think about it. I was like, oh, we could do like a chatting and then game, and I was like, no, I'm gonna put 100% of my energy into just hanging out for a little bit. You like listening to the yappening? Oh, I'm glad, I'm glad. Yes, we are exist. Oh, the bunnies have decided to rip and tear. There they are, the little guys ripping and tearing. You're napping on the floor? Nice, 10 out of 10. I love napping on the floor. Oh, that reminds me. If you guys haven't seen, here, wait, let me find the friggin' link. If you guys haven't seen from the official V&U Twitter, we have a click. They've just put out the, I believe the last bit of anything from the original song, We Are Traveling, that was Gens 1 to 3 for V&U, and they're just little like phone and desktop wallpapers. They're just little phone and desktop wallpapers, all the girlies looking super cute, doing all sorts of things. Suri being a little cat in a box, Amoria making sure to keep cool with a fan. Everyone is doing fun things. And then there's me. Lying on the floor. Doing absolutely fun. Where am I traveling? We are traveling. Where? Where am I traveling? I'm not going anywhere. Anyway, I showed that to multiple people since we got these a hot second ago. This has been my phone background for a hot second. And I was showing it, I showed it to extrovert friend, I showed it to my boss at work, I showed it to my parents, and I gave them like the background for everything. I showed them the other girls and I was like, can you, like, what do you think I'm doing? And then I showed them mine and they were like, they all laughed at me, they all mocked me. And then they were all like, yeah, but that's about right. Like, are they wrong? And then I got like, yeah, the energy feels the same. What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? Oh my god. Like everyone else is like snacking or doing active things. Kokone Senpai is like chilling under a beach umbrella. I'm just fucking there. I'm just like, all right, we're here, we're good, we're traveling. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. What exactly is meant? Oh, We Are Traveling is the original song that we put out. Let me see if I can pull that up as well. Whee! Bop. That's the link to the music video for We Are Traveling. Yeah. So it's Gens 1 to 3 for V&U. So, Lyra Senpai, Luffy Senpai, Kokone Senpai of Gen 1, Amoria Senpai of Gen 2, and then me and my Gen mates in Gen 3, me and Echo and Meeta and Suri and Maeve. Yes. So, it's just a really fun like little boppy song, and yeah, they did a bunch of different little things for it, and we're ending with these cute little backgrounds for our phones. And I think the one for the desktop is the We Are Traveling logo. I don't know. I've just had my own on my phone for a hot second. Is that egotistical? Is it weird to have myself as my phone background? Maybe it is. Maybe it's weird. Maybe I'm weird. Okay, no one's questioning that. I am weird, but... Huh. I'm not sure it's fine. Not really. It used to be my bunnies. Used to be my bunnies, but I just thought it was really funny and I kept showing it to people. It's just, I'm just on the floor. It's just like... And it just makes me laugh when I look at it. I had Suri on there for a little bit too. Okay, if I like click to see the other possible background things, for a while it was an old art that Suri did of herself as well, was one of the ones, and it was very good. But then it's a little bit sus to have on my phone, so I changed it. Egotistical and narcissistic? Probably, but weird? Not among VTubers. Oh, well, that's fine. It is what it is, you know? It is what it is. No one can say that VTubers aren't attention whores. At least to some extent. At least to some extent. You have to be aware of it. Some of your friends had their own wedding pics for a bit. Okay, but that's really cute because it's not just like, it's not just you. It's you and your significant other. And it's like a celebration of your love. I think that's really sweet. I think that's really cute. But I would never just have like a selfie of myself as my phone background sort of thing, right? And I know that some people do. I know that. See, that's the thing is like, that, I kind of judge that just a little bit. If you've got like a selfie of yourself as your phone background, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Maybe it just means that you love yourself a lot. Or maybe it's that you looked really good that day and you're reminding yourself that you looked really good that day. And you definitely deserve to have people like appreciate you, you know? But I feel like people who often have themselves as their phone background, that's not the reason, you know? It's not a reminder that they are in fact hot and sexy and people should love them. It's not a reminder that they're doing their best. A lot of people, sometimes I feel like it's, you know... The couple of people that I have personally known in my life who were the people who had themselves as their phone backgrounds were not great people. So yeah, is it maybe preemptive of me to judge people who have themselves like in a selfie as their phone background? Probably, it probably is. It probably is incredibly judgmental of me to do that. But sometimes it's better to be safe than sorry, you know? You know? Yeah. The MV is super cute. Thank you. Echo, my gen mate, did all the direction for it and all the storyboards and stuff. So I'm so glad that everyone enjoyed it. I think it was done really fun. Have you ever had Pom Pom as your phone background? I think when I was getting ready for debut, I did, but that's because I had to draw him in his back. You know, I needed to make all the little chibi things. I think I actually had it rotating between all of us. I had it rotating between the Gen 3 girls and then me and Pom Pom, so that I could remember to like draw things and that I had to do things and yeah. Yep. Have a good night. Have a good night, Stash Power. Yes. Imagine unlocking your phone to do a selfie looking down angle. God, I hate opening my phone and it's like, you know, you accidentally, instead of like swiping up, your finger is like on the picture button and then you swipe up and it just is your camera and you're just sitting there like looking down and you're like, oh, yeah. I guess this is what anyone shorter than me sees. I can see why children are not very nice to adults. It's one of those moments where I look down and I'm like, ah. Yeah, that explains my life as a teacher. Did that to me today? No! When you accidentally hit video call on Discord? No! Oh, I've only accidentally called someone twice. I was gonna say once, and then I remembered that I did once I did once accidentally join the V&U official Discord voice chat once, because on desktop, if someone has like the little live thing, like they're showing their screen, you can like hover over it, and sometimes it'll give you a little preview. And I wanted to, you know, I'm nosy. I'm nosy. I wanted to see what everyone was up to because I love seeing everyone hanging out. And so I was like, oh, there's informants in the chat. And I went to go hover over the thing to see what everyone was doing. But I was on my phone. And so I ended up joining the voice call. Thankfully, I immediately noticed and disconnected because I'm not allowed to do that. Gave myself a mini panic attack, a little heart attack. It's fine though, it's fine. Yeah, I do. Yeah, as Vickert has said, I probably break containment more than I should. Sometimes it's accidental. You know, like the other day I accidentally posted in my non-membership channel Cause I was, you know, I was sick and I didn't really read. I just kind of responded because I was not feeling well, and I was like, oh, people are talking about me, I'm going to respond. And so I responded, and then the next day I was like, oh, fuck, because people were like, hey, Cyon is somewhere she's not supposed to be again. I was like, fuck. I very often break containment into one of my gen mates membership channels as well. Because I love her. But also, I'm just nosy. I read everything. Well, not everything. Mainly, I stick to my gen. Mainly, I stick to Oracle stuff and, like, the general and all the, like, the usual random things. I usually don't go into other girls' membership stuff other than the Gen 3 girls. I read everything. Not the only talent to bring containment. Yeah, I know some of the other girls do as well. We're not supposed to, so it's kind of, you know, it's one of those things that it's like we're not supposed to do it, but sometimes, you know, sometimes there's just really fun things that are going on in other channels, and I'm like, I wanna be involved. I want to do the cool thing too. I get FOMO, okay? I'm just a little Tanuki. I get FOMO. I want to hang out too. Or just like sometimes I want to mock someone, right? Sometimes you just want to mock someone. Every once in a while, mocking people is fun. No! No, I was supposed to raid into Yumi! I was supposed to raid into Yumi. I had to stream up and everything. Why? Why have you done this to me? What am I supposed to do now, Yumi? I was gonna raid the bed! The yap self-sabotage. Oh no, don't say that. Don't say that. No. But hello, Yumi, and hello, raiders. Hello, broommates. Welcome on in. We're just yapping. We are, in fact, getting slightly close to the end on this end as well, because my throat is trying to give out. So I was actually looking to raid over into Yumi in a second here, but yes, welcome on in. I hope you guys, you know what, I don't even need to say I hope you guys had a good stream. I know you guys had a good stream. Every time I get to watch Yumi stream, I always have a big smile on my face because I love her very much. She does not want us? No, that's not true. No one is not allowed unless you're under the age of adult. Then yes, you are correct. You are not wanted here. Children are not allowed. But no, every time I watch Yumi, it's always fantastic. So I'm sure that it's great. And for those of you who were already here hanging out, for those of my informants who don't know Yumi, I question that. But I know we had some other people sticking around as well. Yumi is my wife, my witchy wife. She's super cool and super cute and super dark and mysterious, but don't call her cute because only I'm allowed to call her cute. She doesn't like it otherwise. But she's fantastic. She is, I'm so used to saying from the newest gen of V4 Mirai, but she's a senpai now. And she's very, very lovely. We're going to be playing some 7 Days to Die this week together. I'm very excited about that. Yeah. Yay! And for those brewmates who came over with Yumi, who might not be familiar with me, Silo, my name is Cyon Hart from V&U's 3rd Gen Oracle, and I yap a lot. So we're just hanging out and talking. We've just been chatting today. We go from, you know, nice, wholesome say-so topics to things that are less say-so and wholesome. So you know it is what it is, right? We kind of go all over the place, and I know Yumi kind of does the same, so yeah. You're cute and amazing and talented and perfect. That is definitely incorrect. I'm pretty sure you meant to say that all to yourself. I need to get a mirror asset, you know? I need to get a mirror asset. Yeah. Say so, say sauce. No, say... I mean, to be fair, I am say-so 99% of the time. Also, Yumi is an informant. Yumi, don't don't watch the new video, okay? Thanks. Yeah. Wow. I am rubber, you are glue, and if you stay bounces off me and sticks to you. I already no. What do you mean you already did? Yumi, what do you mean you already did? Why? You should join me in judging whichever Palm Crew informant sent me that script to read. You should. And no, I can't get Yumi out from under the bed. I can't get her out from under the bed. That's where she lives now. You want to sleep for once? Oh, I'm sorry. You gotta wait, okay? You gotta wait for her to want to go to bed. And we all know that Yumi doesn't sleep much and Yumi doesn't eat much. So that might take a hot second, but you might be able to lure her out with the things that she loves, right? If you can lure her out from under your bed, you can do that and then, lock her out of the door. Barricade it with like a drawer or some sort, and then theoretically, you should be able to go to sleep. But she might start scratching outside your door instead. Yeah. Lure me out with Cyon. Oh. I could stand out in the hallway for a Yumi. I don't like hallways very much. They in fact terrify me, but I could stand out there for a Yumi. She comes with Calypso. Yeah, that's the thing. If you could manage to kidnap a burb, you could probably lure her out with a burb as well. Yes. Girls love salads. I don't know about that, Caleb. I don't know if I could lure her out with a date for a salad. I don't think I could lure myself out with a date for a salad. That sounds vaguely terrible. Chicky nuggies. That would lure me out. Maybe a burger. I do like burgers. A pizza? Yeah. But not a salad. Chicky nuggies are good though. It was a lie she tried to convince us of? Oh. Yeah, that sounds more likely. Yumi said salad. I highly doubt that. Yumi! Did you tell them that you would be lured with a salad? Apparently Yumi loves kids. You can like kids from a distance. I like kids when they're far away from me. I don't know. I'm good with kids, but only for short periods of time. I like being able to give them back to other people. I do not have the patience. No. I've got my fluffy children. That's good enough for me. Solid dating advice? Are you sure about that? She was giving tips on getting a girlfriend by Why is everyone giving tips on getting a significant other? They should suggest their date get a salad. Yumi, my coworker wanted to try to get me on a dating app today. And then essentially pitifully told me that I was boring and undateable because all of my hobbies are inside. And no one believed me when I said that I would come home and talk to a bunch of people. They didn't believe that I had people to talk to. And then, but I can't tell them that I'm going to go talk to my informants. No one would believe me. They would send me to Grippy Sock jail. Help. Save me, Yumi. Yumi, save me. Tell them that they gained weight if they ask. Yumi! Yumi, why are you doing your roommates like this? Oh, never mind. I understand. Yes, Yumi is correct. You should definitely say that to every single girlfriend you get. And it's definitely not so that you always come back to Yumi and are with her forever and ever. It's definitely because that's what's best for you and your inevitable girlfriend. Yes, Very important, very important. It's definitely incredibly good advice. It's one in a million advice, right? You know, it's the kind of thing she could definitely publish like a self-help book or something. You can't get better advice than would come from Yumi. Yeah. If I get a girlfriend, she's either gonna be a roommate or become a roommate. Mood. Mood. Yes, very important. It's roundabout yandere. It's you know, yandere, but with trust, right? You know that they're gonna come back to you because you belong together. You belong together. So there's nowhere else that they could possibly go. It's fine. You just have to trust that they're going to come back to you, no matter what. Again, she's never coming near here. I'm not that bad, Martin. I'm not that bad. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, hello, Callum, as well. I did send her a scream clip. I thought that she would enjoy that one of the informants sent me. I don't scream like a deflating balloon. I don't scream like a deflating balloon. It's fine. She thinks... She thinks I know women besides the talents of V4 and, well, now you, I suppose. To be fair, that's exactly what my coworkers think about me. So, I understand. I don't scream like a deflating balloon! No! I'll show you all wrong. I'll prove you all wrong. No. I'll prove you all wrong. We're going to play 7 Days to Die, and I'm going to have super mature and womanly screams that don't sound anything like a deflating balloon. And nothing at all is going to happen that is going to be at all terrifying. We all know that, in fact, I have a very normal scream. In fact, I would say it's not even a scream to write home about. It's not very loud. Nothing is happening. It's definitely a-okay. Womanly screams sound sus. No, it doesn't! It's not sus! It's not sus! Womanly screams is not sus! No, it's like, no. Fucking, just, you know what? That was not the noise I was expecting to come out of my mouth hole. So for those of you who don't know, I do have throat issues, and I'm not gonna lie, that was literally it got caught on the airway coming out, and then no sound came out, and instead of being like it was whatever the fuck that was. Anyway. Anyway, why throat issues? It's like a chronic medical condition. Sadly, not something that I can do much about. I have multiple throat lozenges on the desk with me. Well, actually, I say multiple. There's only 3 types of throat lozenges on the desk now, because we had to throw one of them out because everything was full of raid from the spider the other night. So had to throw those out because I felt like you guys would yell at me if I didn't, because you yelled at me because I wanted to keep drinking my coffee. Anyway. Yes. Spider? Yeah, there was a spider that decided that it wanted to come hang out with us the other night on stream. I don't like spiders, so we emptied like half a can of Raid on it. Yeah. I did not find the cancer spider, but I also did not ever see it again, so my assumption is it died under the bookshelf. Yes. Try formulating a drug for your for your throat after I fix Yumi with something to fix whatever that is. Yeah. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It's a muscular condition. Muscular tension dysphonia, aka my body decided to stop understanding how the fuck to talk normally and instead uses the wrong fucking muscles, and then everything hurts and everything is sore and my voice disappears. And it sucks because I like talking and I like singing and I can't sing for long periods of time without wanting to rip my throat out, and it's stupid. It's garbage. Garbage. I used to love doing karaoke streams, and now we can only do them every once in a blue moon. It's stupid and I hate it. Yeah. Crawled inside someone's ear. I hate that. Absolutely hate that. That sounds terrible. Spiders are terrifying and I hate them. No. I'm sure that I won't scream. I'm sure that Yumi will scream though. Yumi will scream in our 7 days collab. I'm sure, you know, she'll scream and then die. It'll be fine. Yeah. I'm more okay with daddy long legs than like I don't like the rounder a spider is, the worse it is. You know, it's bad. I don't like them. I'm okay with them. I also don't like them in my space though. I will kill them. Yeah. Is deep sus voice hard on the throat? It's actually easier than, or it's not necessarily easier, but it doesn't take effort for me to drop my voice. If I go higher, that is a lot of effort. So like if I were to try to talk up here somewhere, or even more, if I were to try to talk up here somewhere, I'd probably be able to do it, but like probably only for 15 minutes or so right now, instead of for longer periods of time. Whereas if I drop my voice down here, because it's a lower register, I can have it down here with really no problem at all, because essentially you are already relaxing your vocal cords to get down here, you know? Yeah. So it's essentially about the same as normally talking. The thing is that the first thing to go when it comes to my vocal register, the first thing I lose is the upper register, which is part of the reason I can't do a lot of singing, because it means that I very, very quickly, my range gets more and more narrow, as well as my throat hurting. Yumi! No, there's no mommy here. There's no mommy. Yeah. Uwu Cyon and Ara Cyon, no. No. What do you mean? What do you mean? We do all the things. Getting your upper range back is so hard. Yeah, it's terrible. It's the first thing that always goes, and given that my throat issues are stupid, it's always like coming in and out, right? Like I have my upper register and then the next day I don't have my upper register, and then I have my upper register and then I don't. You never know what day you're going to get. So it's also part of the reason before the Rockin' Karaoke relay, I like well, part of that was actually just overtime, but but even if I didn't have overtime, I was planning on not streaming as much nearer the Rockin' Karaoke relay to give myself vocal rest so that I would be able to try to do better for the stream itself. But yeah. Wish you had a tea setup next to your PC. I used to have a tea setup next to my PC. I moved it back to the kitchen because I often knock things over. Hate puberty? It got rid of all of your upper register? I mean, you can relearn, I mean, obviously not completely, but you can like relearn, like do like vocal exercises and stuff to be able to like go back to having higher, like being easier to get into your higher register still, or your lower register as well. It's a lot of practice and like making sure you're doing things properly. Yeah. And yeah, it takes a hot second, especially if it is not like a normal way to do. Could take years. Yeah, that's the thing. It does take a long time if it's not something that you do a lot, right? Like, I have a pretty okay vocal range, but that's because I make stupid noises all of the time. It is because I am spicy. So I've always just randomly done like stupid voices and noises and everything for no fucking reason. And I like making voices. I just think it's really fun. It's kind of like my brain's way to like make itself happy, I suppose. I have had 3 singing lessons in my entire life, Kevin. Yeah, and all of them were in the last year. All of them were in the last year. But I had to stop because the medical condition surrounding my throat got worse the more I was using it, leading up to like the worst little period. Before I started being a lot more careful with it. So, yeah, I had to stop after 3 lessons. I love singing, but I'm not formally trained, so it's, you know, not, it could be better, but I really love it. I think singing is incredibly fun to do. Yeah. But yeah, no, I love doing like silly little voice things. I don't know. I think it's a lot of fun to do. Am I slightly biased? Yeah. Absolutely. But I think it's, you know, it's just a silly little way to keep yourself entertained. Sometimes you can even tell yourself stories and you get to do all the voices. I don't know if anyone else does that. I feel like most people probably just read stories in their head and they don't actually say things out loud. But like, I think it's a lot of fun to do. I just think it's so fun. Especially when it's like a character voice that you really like doing that particular archetype of. Very fun. Silo Perfect. Hello. Welcome. I love doing improv singing too. I do. I love that, Big Red. I'm kind of sad we haven't been able to do an improv singing stream. Maybe once I get back from vacation in November. I think we'll do, cause I'll have rested my voice a good amount whilst I'm away. So I think that could be really fun. We'll do another improv singing thing. Yeah. You hate how good all your female friends are at singing without training? That's a mood. Yeah. It's one of those things that like you can for sure have like talent when it comes to like musical things in general that makes it suck. But the thing is, a lot of people who have talent don't necessarily get the practice part of it, so they kind of stay in the same place. And if you practice and you do the work, you can always get better, right? Yeah. Am I biased? Possibly. Training can surpass talent. Exactly. Hard work, like talent gives you an earlier like starting line sort of idea, right? But no matter what, if they don't work on it, they're just always going to be standing at that one place. And sure, they might have had like a further start than you, but you can definitely get past it, right? Especially, you know, if they're not doing anything, not working on that skill at all. It's not going anywhere. Yeah. And I can say this as a person who has just been living on that Head Start line and has never actually tried to practice anything vocally. Yeah. Yeah, because I started singing when I played the piano. I used to sing along to like when I would do scales and arpeggios and stuff. I would get really bored and then I would sing along with it. And that's how I learned how to sing. Yeah. Tell Yumi she needs water? Yeah, she does need water. Yumi needs to drink and eat. Oh, you know what? I have an idea. Yumi, my beloved wife, please make sure to take care of yourself. We need you nice and healthy after all. Make sure you're drinking enough water, staying hydrated, making sure that you're getting enough to eat. After all, a snack needs a snack, right? And you will need to get just enough rest to keep yourself up. You need to make sure to take care of yourself after all. You can't take care of others if you're falling apart, my lovely witch. Alright. You can do it. Mwah. She'll see it eventually, probably. She doesn't listen to me anyway, though. I tell her she needs to eat and drink, too. She doesn't eat, she doesn't drink, she doesn't sleep. She's so worried about my wife. Terrible. That was confusing? I guess so. Do you listen to yourself? Never. Never. Do as I say, not as I do. If you do as I do, it won't be good for you. You are human after all, and I am Tanuki. Yes. So, please make sure to take care of yourself. Yes, very important. Need to make a hydrating and eat voice pack and sneak a recording to her walls. We'll just hand copies to all of her birdos, and every once in a while they can like step on the play button or something, because I know that they like to mock her just as much as we do. So I will do as you do, and I will do it better. Don't do that. That just humans can't do that. Humans can't live on the same things that Tanukis can live on. That doesn't sound very safe at all for you. No, stop doing exactly as I do. It's not safe. It's not safe. That is, in fact, an incredibly unsafe thing to be doing. Yes. You find it hilarious when you see really old videos of yourself and your voice is super high pitched. Oh, and it dropped into the bass range. That's so fun. I love it when like you can look back on old things and just see the different things that are going on. I don't know. My voice changed a decent amount, but it was never like, I don't know. Other girls had like cute, like you could call them like clear or bell-like voices. You know, I never had one of those. I always wish that I had like a soprano, like very like clear, like crystal bell-like type of thing. You know, I've always liked those kind of voices, but I've never had one. I assume you're a blast at big New Year's parties? Abso-fucking-lutely not. If you have me anywhere near a New Year's party, something has gone terribly wrong. Something has gone very incorrectly. I am incredibly socially anxious. I am not good in outside situations. Especially if there's gonna be people that I don't know around. It's I tried to go outside once. It ended with me telling someone that I respected that I stalked them. I have spaghetti and I am spilling it everywhere. It's not good. I'm not good. I literally sit in corners. No, they never talked to me again. They, in fact, ignored that I DM'd them a very professional-sounding apology. Yeah, don't be me. I am awkward as fuck, and I put my foot in my mouth every time I talk to someone that I don't know. I'm not a good social person. I can confidently talk about things when I am comfortable, but I'm not comfortable in like many social situations. I'm very anxious and introverted when I have to see people face to face. I'm very bad at it. Very bad at it. Guilty of Nike mouth? What, like talking a lot? Or brain empty? Yeah, I am brain empty. If you meet an informant in person, you'll be awkward as heck. Oh, probably. Oh, probably. I can fake it sometimes. It just takes a lot of energy and I get really tired. As long as I can like remind myself that I need to have like a filter and think about what's coming out of my mouth. Yeah. Putting on a facade is a thing. It is. I had to do it like for many years when I worked a day job, especially when I was a teacher. I had to come across as actually being like put together. But yeah. There is a reason I'm not a teacher anymore, and I'm really glad that my current coworkers know that I'm fucking insane, and they judge me sometimes. They judge me sometimes. I'm near certain that they all think that I'm a crazy bunny lady who will die alone, and that I do not, in fact, have anyone to talk to, and that I just have a bunch of imaginary friends that I talk to while laying on my floor when I get home. But you know what? That's okay. They can judge me for that. They can judge me for that. That's fine. Joke's on them. You have so many voices to talk to. I know! How many bunnies? I've got 2. You've probably heard them chewing on things in the background. If I shut up, you'll probably hear them. You fucking stop right when I stop talking, really? Anyway, one of them's chewing a box nearby. But I've got 2. I've got a girl-o and a boy-o. The bunnies in Raccoonania world? Yeah, we can have bunnies in the raccoon world. Why would you think otherwise? You have bunnies in the human world. It's not the bunny world. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know why you think that that would be weird. That's such a very normal thing. It is such a very, very normal thing, right? There really aren't very many photos. I think I've shown them like once on in the informant membership Discord area. Do they think you're just a large weird bunny? Oh, probably. Oh, probably, honestly. Probably. They probably also judge me massively. Oh, for sure. I am not the person who is in charge of my apartment. They definitely are, yeah. They're the ones who know what's going on. I'm just existing. YouTube is lying to me and telling me that Yumi is still streaming. She is not. Please tell me what is actually happening in the world so that I can find a cute girl to raid. Ooh, Amoria Senpai is... Oh. Is she doing a membership stream? She must be doing a membership stream. Damn it! She must be. Alright, oh, Rain is streaming. Oh, she's doing Wind Waker! She's doing Wind Waker. Still waiting on the bunny spin video? Yeah. For those of you who might be confused by that, my bunnies, to get fed, they have to do a little circle around each other to make a little bunny tornado, and then I tell them to go the other way, and then they go the other way. Yes, but we're gonna go over and hang out with Rain. It looks like she just started. She's been streaming for about 19 minutes. And it looks like her second Wind Waker stream, so she's not too far in. If you're not too familiar with the game, you're probably not going to be super lost or anything with it. Let me just pull this up properly. Rain, generally speaking, is like a very cozy style of streamer. She's very sweet. I have had the chance to collab with her a couple of times. Why is this telling me no one's streaming? That's a fucking lie. There we go. And, yeah, so she's very chill. She is, now an indie VTuber. And, yeah, so let's go hang out with her, give her lots and lots of love. I will be back on Thursday at 8 p.m. PST. What the fuck were we doing again? I think Thursday was our informant gaming stream. I believe we're playing Get Stuffed at 8 p.m. PST on Thursday, which is like a Dead by Daylight sort of game with like a murderer and everyone running around trying to get their way out of the area. So I've only played it like once or twice with friends previously, but it looks like I think it'll go well. I think it's like a 16-player game. It seems kind of fun, and we'll rotate informants and hang out and have a good time. So that's what we're gonna do on Thursday. Then we have the 7 Days to Die stream with Yumi. And then after that, on Friday, we have Darkwood, 8 p.m. PST. We are going to continue in the spooky forest. And then we end off this week with some guilt on Sunday night. Yes, yes, yes. So we have a pretty packed week with some fun stuff, all with little spooky themes still. It is, after all, spooky month. And that should be a lot of fun. It should be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it and hanging out. I have not gotten Mouth Washing working. I've gotten every other game to work, I think, at least off stream, but not Mouth Washing. I think that game is dead. On the other hand, if you are interested in watching a playthrough of Mouth Washing, I know that Daya played it, and I believe Amoria Senpai is also going to be playing it. So if you are looking forward to seeing what goes on with the storyline there, you should definitely go check one of them out as they do it. Yes. I'll keep trying to fix it, but I don't know if I'll be able to get everything running for that before I head on vacation. Yeah. But yes, let's go hang out with Rain. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out today. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you all next time. Sayonara. Bye-bye.